even if there is a creator, the Most High, a God, or whatever name you choose to give to a supreme being, one thing remains clear to me. It can never be the contradictions and inconsistencies found across the many religious systems that we see today. Now pause and think about that. Because if something is truly supreme, truly all-knowing, truly perfect, then it should not be wrapped in confusion. It should not require endless interpretation to make sense. It should not contradict itself across different teachings, cultures, and timelines. It should not leave humanity divided over what should have been completely clear. Yet, look around. Different religions, different doctrines, different claims of absolute truth, all pointed in different directions, yet each claiming certainty. And that alone should raise a question. Can absolute truth, I should say, contradict itself? Question mark. Or are we simply dealing with human attempts to explain what they themselves did not fully understand? Because the more you observe, the more it begins to look less like divine clarity and more like human interpretation shaped by culture, time, and limitation. And that brings us to a powerful realization. Realization. Maybe it's better to accept certain things as mystery rather than forcing them into rigid explanations that do not hold up under examination. Because mystery does something very important. It keeps you searching. It keeps you questioning. It keeps you open to learning. It humbles you. It reminds you that you do not know every and every thing. And that there is still more to discover. But dogma does the opposite. It gives you answers before you even ask questions. It hands you conclusions without exploration. It builds confidence, not necessarily in truth, but in what you were told to accept as truth. And that consequence, and those consequences, I should say, and that confidence, it can be very dangerous. Because once you feel certain, you stop searching. Once you feel complete, you stop growing. And that's how ignorance became comfortable. Not because it is correct, but because it is unquestioned. So no. This is not about denying the possibility of a creator, the Most High. To be honest with you, there's no human language in any culture that can truly explain this intelligent, powerful energy, who we call God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Buddha, the creator, the Most High. It's about rejecting, rebuffing the idea that something so vast, so complex, so beyond human limitation can be fully captured within systems that are clearly shaped by human inconsistencies. So I choose curiosity over certainty, exploration over assumption, understanding over blind acceptance. Because in the end, it is better to stand before the unknown with an open mind than to stand with false certainty, thinking you have already figured it all out. Because one leads to discovery. The other leads to stagnation. And the difference between the two is the difference between growth and comfortable ignorance. growth, and comfortable ignorance. Continue to unlearn, relearn, and learn. Continue to evolve. Peace.